index of material of lens. N1 is the absolute refractive index of the surrounding of this lens. So N2 by N1 represent N, which gives us relative refractive index of material medium of lens with respect to surrounding. Okay, so 1 by V minus 1 by U equals to N minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. When the object is at infinity, if we placed this object at infinity, then we know that the image is formed at focus of the lens. Okay, so when the object is at infinity, the image will be formed at the principal focus of the lens, that is when U equals to infinite, then V should be F, the focal length of the lens, which is the focal length of the lens. That means if we placed this object at infinity, then the image is formed between, that means the image is formed midpoint of P2 and C1, that means at here. This is the focus of this lens. Okay, then 1 by F minus 1 by infinity equals to N minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Just put all these values, that means value of V and value of U in this equation. Then we will get 1 by F equals to N minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. Here 1 by infinity indicate 0. Okay. Now we will discuss about, and this is our lens maker formula. This is our lens maker formula. Okay, so you should remember this. Just look at here. Now I will discuss about dependence of focal length of a lens upon the refractive index of the material of a lens and the radii of curvature of surfaces of the lens. Just look at here, this is our formula, right? So in this formula you can see here 1 by F. What is F? F is the focal length of the lens, which is equals to refractive index, that means relative refractive index, minus 1 into 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. R1, R2 are radii of the lens, right? So you can see here this focal length depends on the relative refractive index and also R1 and R2, right? So first we will discuss about dependence upon relative refractive index. So just look at here, if the lens be immersed in a liquid, here we assume in this case, if we assume that this lens is placed inside the water, that means the surroundings of this lens is water, right? So, and we know that the material of the lens is all time glass. So just look at here, if the lens be immersed in a liquid whose refractive index with respect to air is less than the refractive index of material of the lens. That means if we assume that refractive index of glass with respect to air is NAG, just look at here, NAG, and if we assume that relative refractive index of the liquid where we immersed the lens is suppose NaL with respect to air. This is the refractive index of the liquid with respect to air. Then according to our assumption, NLA, this is less than Ag. Okay, so this is our assumption. So now what is the value of relative refractive index of glass medium with respect to this liquid where we immerse this lens? So NGA represent relative refractive index of glass medium with respect to liquid, so which is equals to NAG by NL. That means refractive index of glass with respect to air by refractive index of liquid with respect to air. And now we assume that, right? So if we assume this, then we can write NLG greater than 1, right? And NAL is also greater than 1, because refractive index of here is maximum, which is 1. So refractive index of any medium always greater than refractive index of air. Okay, so this is greater than 1 due to our assumption, and this is greater than 1 because refractive index in air is always minimum, which is 1. Now from this 2 we can write here from this equation we can write NAG equals to NAL into NLG, right? And now we will get this by multiplying this one with this. That means we can write here NAG should be greater than NLG because both are greater than 1, and multiplying this 2 we will get this. That means NAG greater than NLG, right? So if the focal length of the lens in here if we assume that focal length of a lens when the surroundings of this lens is here, then it's suppose FA, and when we placed the lens inside the liquid, inside any liquid, then suppose the focal length will be FL, then from this equation 1 by FA. In this case surrounding of the lens is air medium, and in this case surrounding of the lens is liquid. Okay, so 1 by FA equals to what? NGA minus L, 1 by R1 minus 1 by R2. And when we find 1 by FL, then this is NGL, right? That means we should take, what is N? N is the relative refractive index of glass, that means lens, material of lens, with respect to surroundings of that lens. So in this case NAG represent relative refractive index of glass with respect to air, and this is represent relative refractive index of glass with respect to liquid. So 1 by FL equals to this. So just find out FL by FA, then we will get NAG minus 1 because these two terms cancel to each other, NLG minus 1. Now we know NAG greater than NLG, that means this is greater than 1. That means FL greater than FA, right? So that means this is indicates that on immerging the lens in the liquid, the focal length, if the refractive index of that liquid with respect to air is less than the refractive index of glass with respect to air, then we can say that focal length of the lens increases, but its nature does not change. Just look at here, both are positive, otherwise both are negative. So that means its nature does not change. A convex lens behaves as a convex on being immersed in the liquid, or we can say a concave lens behaves like a concave on immerging in that liquid. Okay, next one, is if the lens is immersed in a liquid whose refractive index is equal to the refractive index of material of the lens. That means if NAL, that means refractive index of that liquid with respect to air equals to refractive index of glass with respect to here, then NLG equals to 1. Then what is the value of 1 by FL? Just look at here, 1 by FL equals to NLG minus 1 into this. So this will be 1, right? If we consider this, that 1 minus 1 into something equals to 0, that means FL becomes to infinite. That means due to our this assumption, if refractive index of liquid equals to refractive index of material of the lens, then focal length of the lens become infinite. Now the lens will behave just like a plane transparent plate and will become invisible. If we assume that NAL greater than NAG, that means refractive index of liquid with respect to air greater than refractive index of glass with respect to air, then NLG less than 1, because this one will be greater than this one, that means this should be less than 1. If this should be less than 1, then what about if 1 by FL? 1 by FL equals to negative, because this term will be negative, because this is less than 1, right? So something which is less than 1 minus 1 equals to negative, so that means FL should be negative in this case. So the focal length of the lens in the liquid becomes negative, hence the lens which was convex in air will behave as a concave lens in that liquid. That means if we assume this, then convex lens, if a lens behaves convex in air, then that lens behaves concave inside this liquid. Okay, that means nature will be changed. Depends upon the radii of curvature. For double convex lens, R1 is positive and R2 is negative. So 1 by F equals to n minus 1, 1 by plus R1 minus 1 by minus R2. That means this one will be n minus 1, 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. For double concave lens, R1 is negative and R2 is positive. Then 1 by F will be minus n minus 1 into 1 by R1 plus 1 by R2. Just put all these values. Now, the focal length of a lens of large radii of curvature is large and that of a lens of small radii of curvature is small. Okay. So